Okay, so I went down the questions that people ask me on the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And believe it or not, this is one of the questions that a lot of people have asked me through the messenger is when you watch an OLED at night, what type of settings do you use at night? And I'm glad that you guys have asked that question because the preset that I'm using on both of my OLEDs at night, it's called the Expert Picture Mode Dark Room. There's the bright room and dark room mode, and let me tell you, the Expert Dark Room, it's a my only choice to go with when watching movies at night. I'm going to show you some stills, and then we're going to go through the Expert Dark Mode to show you what the preset consists of in terms of picture settings. Now this is Monster Hunter, starring Mila Jovovich, and it might look to you that it looks a bit too bright for a dark mode, but you have to remember the camera, it's depicting a lot of exposure from the light, and that's why you can't judge what you're seeing through YouTube on to this television. You have to see it in person. So let me show you pretty much what the expert dark mode consists of. Let's go through the settings right here, and let me quickly just run down to what this mode has. The OLED light is set to 60, which makes total sense because you're watching at night. You don't want that OLED light to blast. This is also great because you're conserving the energy, and at the same time, you were avoiding the unnecessary burn in, which I never had. That's because the pixel refresher that they're using on these newest LG OLEDs really do a great job from avoiding that from happening. The contrast set to 85, which makes sense. You want to have that nice, smooth, dark movie night experience. Brightness at 50. This is the people ask me what is the brightness? What the brightness stands for? Brightness is basically adjusting your black levels. People ask this all the time. Brightness has nothing to do with your OLED light. Brightness has nothing to do with you brightening up your picture. Brightness really stands for black level adjustment. You're adjusting your black levels. Okay? So brightness is at 50, sharpness it's at 10, which makes total sense to me. I find the sharpness at 10, it's something that I end up using as well. So see, they're using my settings as well because I always have my sharpness at 10, color at 50. Let's look at the advanced controls to see what they have. I swear to God, they're using exactly my settings. Dynamic contrast off. You don't want that because you want to have that cinema nice experience where your white levels are not overblown. Super resolution, it's off. Color gamut set to automatic. Gamma, it's BT1886. Um, well, that's because you're using an HDR, so it's going to be 1886 for high dynamic range, metadata. And peak brightness has to be off, obviously, so we can have that dark mode, smooth movie viewing experience. And the white balance, it's set to warm too because they think obviously you're going to be watching a movie, and yeah, come on, majority of us are going to be watching movies in the at night. So color temperature at warm too, and works really good for me personally. I can show you some stills here so you can check it out. I like it. I've been using this for forever, for 2 years now. Expert dark mode for the night viewing. Obviously, during the day, I use my own presets, but during the night, especially for the OLED, it's so much enjoyable, so much easier on the eyes, and trust me, this dark mode, expert dark mode at night, you're really gonna love it. It's not gonna strain your eyes. It's not gonna give you a migraine by blasting that, you know, peak brightness. It's just a more enjoyable experience at night, especially for the OLED. And you can still enjoy the detail, you know, but it's just gonna be more easier on the eyes. It's gonna be more pleasant on the eyes when you're watching it like this. I don't know how many of you are using the expert dark mode, but if you're not, I think you should give it a try. It's already included. It's preset it already. I can I can really get close to this TV right now, and it's really, even if I get like maybe 10 inches away from it, it's not gonna hurt my eyes. It's gonna be just fine and comfortable. Uh, I think you should give it a try. It doesn't cost you anything, but believe me, you will understand why I've been using it once you start using it. You know, people say, but you're gonna lose that HDR uh, peak brightness. Yeah, it's true, but if you are in a dark room or a dark living room, and let's say you got a 65-inch OLED, um, I still think that you're not sacrificing too much. Granted, having that brighter OLED light will, of course, enhance that, visual pop from HDR in dynamic picture. But I think this way it's more enjoyable, and you still have HDR. You still can see nice definition of high dynamic range. This is something you have to see for yourself to understand what I'm talking about. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. You asked me about what type of presets do I use. Do I use my own custom presets? I have tried my own custom presets, but I find out that using the expert dark mode, uh, it's much better for night viewing. It's more enjoyable. It's more pleasant, and you'll be able to go to sleep after the movie, especially with the warm two color. It's just use it. Believe me, try it, and you'll understand why I've been using it. So, well, there you have it. By the way, great movie. I know it's a kind of a short movie, 1 hour 43. Well, it's not that short, but it felt kind of short to me. 1 hour 43 minutes. I enjoyed it. I liked it. So there you have it. If you have any questions, leave a comments down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Stay safe. Be good.